All right, Lexi. So we just wrapped up our 30-day detox, and I just want to ask you a few questions about you, your experience, everything like that. So let's start with, what was your expectation, or what did you think going into the detox?
I definitely went into it feeling pretty nervous,
Okay.
just because I know that I did the second detox. So I heard kind of like whispers around the gym about how intense the first detox was.
Okay.
So definitely a little nervous going into it. I've never done a detox to that magnitude before. Like I've
Okay.
done like dry months before of no drinking, like numerous times over the years.
Yeah.
But something to that magnitude had me a little nervous.
Okay.
I will also say that I definitely did it to support my mom.
Okay.
She really wanted to do the detox, and she was like, I think it would be good for us to do it together. And so I was a little conned into it for her, by her, but yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of the expectation of what we thought going in. What was the actual experience like?
I would say actual experience, it definitely was tough.
Yeah.
And I do think it was a little overwhelming on some days. But it also, I guess, maybe wasn't like, once I got into the rhythm of it, it really wasn't as hard as I thought that it was going to be. And I didn't feel like I was ever having these days where I was like absolutely starving, or I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't continue this. It definitely was not as hard as I thought it was going to be.
Okay. Yeah. And I always tell people, like, it's good to do things that are challenging, because it breaks up that routine and it makes it so you see, okay, what are those situations where I'm going to give myself the leeway to not be 100% on, but there are certain situations where we maybe give ourselves more leeway than we should, because it's a little bit difficult. And so it kind of helps you navigate that when you're like, no, I'm going to stick to this 100%. Let's do it. Then you're like, post detox, now you can realize, like, okay, these situations, yeah, it's extremely hard. Maybe I go off for a meal or this, but then I'm right back on track, versus, oh, pretty much anything that throws me out of my rhythm, I'm going to go off playing for. So I like that. Good. Awesome. Well, let's talk results. So let's just go right down my list here. How much weight did you lose during the detox?
I only lost, I think it was probably about like 3 pounds.
3 pounds. Okay. That's okay. How much body fat did you lose? What was your body fat percentage?
That I do not know. I have not had a chance to do body fat. I don't have that like tool thing that isn't at the gym, so I have not had a chance to measure that.
Okay, no worries. So 3 pounds down, don't know body fat, but let's talk inches. How many inches did you lose in your hips?
Okay, so I was measuring in centimeters. So I started out at 99 centimeters on my hip, and I ended at 94.5.
Okay, nice. What about your waist?
Waist, I started out at 89.5, and I ended at 86.5.
Nice. Thigh.
Thigh was 49.5 and down to 46.5.
46.5. Nice. So about 1.5 inches. And then last one, arm. Did we lose any in the arm?
No, I actually did not.
Okay. And that's okay, because again, everyone starts in a different place, right? Everyone starts and kind of has different goals. So I know that we're not somebody who's looking to lose, 50, 60, pounds. So losing those inches in the waist and hips is huge. And I'm sure you don't want, you seem like somebody who maybe wants a little muscle in the arms and muscle throughout the body. So that's awesome. Huge wins. For those of you that need calculations at home, you could just type in centimeters to inches and they can help you with that, but it's significant. Awesome. And then last one, just like, I think full detox in general, what was your biggest win? Like, it could be results, it could be overcoming things, it could be instilling long-term habits, but talk me through it. What was the biggest win through the detox?
I would say the biggest win for me was kind of that mental reset. I'm in school right now, so this semester is my last semester. I graduate next month. So it's been extremely stressful, like going to school full time, working full time, trying to work out, trying to eat healthy. And so I definitely had started to get lazy with my meal prepping, and I really wasn't like eating as many like greens and salads. And so I would say this detox, like I didn't do a single entree in the last week.
Okay.
I literally, this entire detox, it was smoothies, salads, and occasionally soup. That was it.
Okay. Nice.
So I would say that was the biggest win for me, was like that mental reset. I got back into, meal prepping at the beginning of the week, prepping sauces and dressings, and, prepping frozen fruit, and just kind of getting back into that habit again.
Yeah.
So I would say that probably was the biggest win. And that was definitely something I think that I was needing.
Yeah, I like it. That's awesome. And it's really fun to kind of see that. And now you kind of have the tools to do that reset when you feel like you need to, right? And that's the big thing I always want with this is, yes, a detox can be a great thing, but it's more of that reset, that I'm on track and I know what I need to do. I just need some sort of thing to push me out of my comfort zone so I actually do it. So
Right.
That's awesome. Good work, Lexi. And thank you for sharing with us.
Awesome. Thank you.